Oh yeah, now you look gangster.
Well,
Hey.
gotta put that gangster touch on it.
All right. Hello, hello. Okay, so who are you and what do you do?
Howdy, y'all. My name is Tito. I work and play with Saint Diablo. We're a band from Richmond, Virginia, on the East Coast, and I sing. And I been with them since 20 some odd years. I don't know, it's been a long time, so it's hard to actually pinpoint exactly when we started. 93 in high school, I think, if I believe correctly. But a lot of it's just baby pictures. We have been doing national products and national releases since about 2008, 2009. 2012 we got on Eclipse Records, and we just released our brand newest CD, Devil Horns and Halos. It's on Eclipse Records, available everywhere on Earth. And we're here on tour with El Nino and Boba Flex and Terror Squad, Terror Universal, and we're just really stoked and really happy to be on this tour, because it's kind of like, for a Latin metal band, that we've always been pigeonholed in a certain way, to where if we weren't in this specific type of touring, the pigeonhole didn't work for us.
Okay.
So it's like, this is the perfect scenario for a band like us. We're just really stoked to be on tour with El Nino, and hopefully all of the Latin metal fans are gonna find something familiar in us, but yet also something organic, fresh, and new. And we are Saint Diablo is a heavy metal rock band. We do metal, but we get you in the hips. Like, yeah, you're gonna put your devil horns up, and yeah, you're gonna wanna sacrifice a goat and drink blood. Yeah. But we're also gonna make you wanna shake your hips, pick up a girl, and see if you can get lucky that night. I mean, it's your responsibility to try. And it's basically what we're trying to get you to do with our music.
Cool. So on this tour there are 7 different bands. How does that work, being on tour with 7?
Well, it's
6 other bands.
It's 6 to 7 bands in total, but it's broken up into 3 legs.
Okay.
So like, only 4 bands are really together from leg to leg, and then they swap out some other beginning bands. So it's kind of like a little bit of a almost traveling festival.
Right.
We've done a similar setup when we toured with Mushroom Head, and throughout the country they'll have a different. The national package will kind of swap out a few bands from market to market, just to kind of freshen things up and to keep the. So like, if you saw the show on the East Coast, it gives you a reason to see it in the middle and on the West, because it's actually a different show from beginning of the tour to the end of the tour. So it's logistically it's planned out that way, but it has a stylistic freshness to it that way.
Nice. And have you had fans? Well, this is only the 3rd night of the tour, am I right?
This is actually our first night of this tour, because the tour started 2 days ago, but it started in California. And due to politics and logistics, it just turned out better for us to start it off here in Phoenix, Arizona.
Nice.
And we're really stoked because we didn't have to cross the whole country to start this. Well, we traveled 3/4 across the country, but in the last 4th wouldn't have really hurt us. But when it comes to logistics, time, and life.
Yeah.
Well, we'll start in Arizona.
Sweet. So your album came out last year. How are the sales so far?
Well, we've only been in one quarter, first quarter. I still haven't got my quarter responses yet.
Okay.
Now, I haven't gotten an email saying that we broke the internet. The Grammys have not responded to my email yet, and or none of my phone calls.
Oh.
So I don't know that we're headed for the Grammys this year. But who knows?
Who knows?
If you're listening to this right now, and if you're near a computer, you should maybe go to saintdiablo.com and get the CD and help us get to the Grammys.
Wait, where do they have to go again to get the CD?
Well, actually, you can go anywhere on Earth that sells a CD. I mean, you can go to Best Buy, you can go to Walmart, you can go to Target, you can go to Bob's Budget Music Shack. I don't know. Well, if it's a professional outlet, you can buy us there. If we're not there, you can order us there. If you want to save yourself a bunch of time, money, and effort, go to iTunes, go to Google Play. If you want a real organic experience, go to the show and buy a CD. Now, what's a CD? A CD are these little plastic little pieces of merchandise that has data in it, and the ancient Egyptians used to listen to music on them. It's a throwback thing.
Yeah,
check it out. Compact discs.
So, you seem like a very happy person. So what is your idea of perfect happiness?
Balance.
Oh.
All across the board. Balance in health, balance in career, balance in love, balance in everything. If you can find balance, you should be happy.
Nice.
And that goes hand in hand with the word Saint Diablo, because at the end of the day, that's all we're really looking for is a balance. Before we've checked out, have we been as good as we can be? Have we been as bad as we can be? Have we met our physical our potential for creativity and for helping our man and for getting back at the enemy? I mean, we're just looking for balance.
And how do you keep your health balance when you're on the road?
We go to the gym. We drink lots of water. We don't spit bodily fluids into strangers. We don't. Sometimes we wrap ourselves in plastic and make sure that we don't get like cooties. But honestly, the best thing that we can do is just go to, when you can sleep. When you can eat. Make an effort to eat well, as well as you can. I mean, Nature Valley bars, fruits, raisins, bananas, things that that G-Bob put on the earth should be all right.
Sounds very, very healthy.
Well, I mean, then you mix that up with some Waffle House and some pizza and some beer and some Jaeger and maybe a friendly stranger that wants to hang out. But basically, just don't take anything for granted, and you just look out for yourself and your brothers. I mean, this is our little family, and this is our little traveling family, and we do our best to keep ourselves healthy and keep ourselves safe.
So when you're on tour, what is your biggest extravagance when you're on tour? How do you treat yourself?
Showers. Sink baths. Trucker stops with big sinks that have hot water. A lap of luxury.
Hot water. Nice. So when and where are you at your happiest?
On stage. Of course. 5 minutes before on stage, right in the middle of on stage, and about 10 minutes after stage.
Ooh.
Those are like the happy windows, because all the other times are just jam-packed full of logistics, jam-packed full of like can't really live in the now.
Yeah.
So to make the shortest answer possible, whenever I have the opportunity to sit back and acknowledge and live in the now, chances are I'll also have the opportunity to acknowledge and live through the happiness, the happy parts.
Cool. All right, so you have proven to be a very talented musician. What other talents would you like to have?
I'd like to be good at math, but I'm not. I'd like to be really good at grammar, but I'm not. But what I am good at is I'm also an actor. I also I work undercover. I apprehend shoplifters and insurance fraud investigations, and I have a pretty good have a pretty good record of people that put away in jail when it comes to that type of stuff. So I mean, I'm pretty good at that stuff. I when I'm not touring, I work for several companies. Very large companies that you would know if I said so, but I don't want to say them right now. Household names, but I enjoy working for them. I'm good at drawing, good at painting. Like I said, acting, but any of the performance art stuff, anywhere where you can be creative and just kind of like tickle other people's minds and thoughts. Just put your finger in someone's brain for a second and just let it marinate there, and try to see tap into other people's thoughts. Any opportunity that allows you to do that is what I would either like to be good at, or actually find that I am good at when with the acting and the drawing and the painting, that type of stuff. It's pretty much where I keep it.
And what would you say is your greatest achievement?
Greatest achievement has probably been to I don't know, still be here doing it. I mean, like to be on the right side of the hospital bed, to be on the right side of the cage, to be on the right side of the ground, to be married to a beautiful woman who supports me, and supports my dreams, and I guess it goes back to what I was saying, in the living in the now, you know, like, and I really feel like when I acknowledge all of the things that we have accomplished, it's so easy to look over them, to look past them, to overlook them, that when you start taking count of all the things that you've accomplished, you're just like, wow, we did that. Oh wow, we did that too. Oh wow. I mean, it almost sounds pompous to be like, oh, you want to see my list? You know? So really just, you know, like I go back to the beginning, like just the right side of the ground, right side of the bars, right side of the hospital bed, have people that love you, to still be doing what I chose to do back in '93 when I was in high school, to still be with Justin, my guitarist. He's still been with him since day one. To still be with him and be doing this, and to not have lost, you know, health and life and family doing it. I think that's one of my biggest achievements.
Cool. And what other musicians, living or dead, do you admire?
Oh, it's just countless, so many. I'm really big into reggaeton in Puerto Rico, and they call it música urbana. But I'm really into. I even like pop. I like pop a lot. You know, I get a lot of format inspiration when it comes to like pop. I'm like, I can see how that format would work for that, even if I'm not doing the just the format, the way they cut the song. I listen to a lot of oldies, and also merengue and salsa. Selena. I mean, like, if you took a ride with me for 8 hours, I mean, don't let the Mohawk fool you, for real. It wouldn't just be like a hardcore festival. It'd just be hip hop. It'd be all sorts of stuff. I mean, so. I don't know, does that answer your question?
Yeah. Okay, so if you could say anything to inspire the next generation of musicians, what would you say?
Inspire the next generation of musicians. Decide, before you do anything else, decide who is your audience, why are you doing the music, what are your goals with your music? Because a lot of times people just like put on themselves on this like train that doesn't have any like direction, any the goals are kind of like goals that are, these are supposed to be your goals. Find out what you want to do. If you want to make music, just make music. Then you can do that in the shower. You can write poems all day long. You don't have to be in a band. You don't even have to play out. If you want to make music, to create music and share that music, do you want to share that music on a professional level? Share that music on a common man level? Do you want to decide that for yourself? Make a straw man or a blueprint of what you want out of your art, and then follow that. Because if someone would have told me that 20 some odd years ago, I would have saved myself a lot of time, because I found myself doing this automatic pilot thing with all of these assumed goals that I'm supposed to have this goal at such and such place. Oh, well, I did this show with this band and this tour. Well, this is the set of goals that's supposed to come with that. And I found myself chasing these goals that were subscribed to me by situation.
Yeah.
So the best advice I would give, find out what you want out of your art, out of your music, out of whatever your art is. If it's music, find out what you want out of it. And then follow that plan. Do your best to follow that plan. And if opportunity comes to you that strives you away, cool, wonderful, it's a journey. Have fun. But keep your eye on the plan. Figure out how far you want to stray from your plan. Maybe your plan changes, which is cool, wonderful. But be conscious of it, because otherwise you're going to be subscribing to situational goals that are prescribed to you by environment versus design.
Excellent. Tito, wise man.
Why is man?
You are a wise man.
Oh, I'm
wise man.
I don't know about that, but thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.